Talked to different guys about how much they've thought about that loss. How often have you thought about it since it happened?
Every single game. Sorry, my bad. I kind of lost track about how many wins we had. I just remember we had one loss. So to get this rematch again in the Pac-12 Championship and the last Pac-12 Championship game, it's something special. Like, it just keep getting added on, the higher the stakes. So, and we know the harder it gets, the better we play. So we're just excited for the moment, grateful for the opportunity.
What would be different about you guys this time?
Neutral site. We've kept improving ever since then, and then our connection as a whole. Like, that's just been the difference maker in every single game, every single game ever since that loss. You know what I'm saying? No matter what the circumstances were thrown at us, whether it be in practice or in a live game, we just kept growing tighter and tighter daily. And that's just tremendous to the culture that we built, because Landon built and instilled in us ever since January. So in moments like this, in situations like we had up in there in Seattle, we never folded, we never broke apart. We just banded tighter together. And so that's going to be the difference maker around this time. They won't be able to break us. You know what I'm saying? We're just a well-connected team.
A lot of guys have talked about just how physical that week of practice was after the loss. Can you kind of go into detail on that? Just how different was it from a normal week, and have you guys carried that over throughout the rest of the year?
You've seen the way we produce on Saturdays ever since that game, and so we just been increasing the intensity each day just to get back to this moment, because we know down the line it wasn't going to be given to us. We had to go take it game in and game out, and so that's what we did. The results showed every Saturday since then. So we just banded tighter together, which was the most important thing, and then we just kept going harder and practice. And the results is we were blessed with this opportunity on Friday, so can't be nothing but grateful.
In reviewing the film from the first game, what are some areas maybe you saw that this group, the offensive line in particular, needs to improve on?
Yeah, right. Just making sure we're getting off on second level defenders. They got some great defensive linemen up front, number 91, number 68, and just all the guys that play. And so the great run stoppers. And so they hold double teams a lot longer, so we can get off second level defenders. We were literally this close. Small play here, small play there, getting off on linebackers, second level defenders. Bucky and George James, you've seen what they've done for the duration of the season. So we keep doing those small things, we'll be all right.
Talk about it being a neutral site, and while false starts was a problem there, okay, it's neutral. But you were in that building a couple of years ago, and there's a different kind of noise because of the dome at Allegiant. What's a challenge in that aspect where you can't just assume it's just going to be quiet? It's still a pretty loud building. Yeah,
I can't remember offensive line last time in Seattle we had a lot of false starts, which is, presidents are disciplined, but that makes it better for us going up there. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to be able to hear both cadence, and that's one less thing. Like I said last time, my tackles, when we went up there to Seattle, they had to look in, and then they were a step behind, inevitably behind two great pass rushers. This time we're in a neutral site, we can have our eyes locked in on them. We can just play our game one day at a time. One rep at a time. So that gives us a small advantage. People might not look at it like it's some crazy or whatever, but it gives us a great advantage.
What's different about the run game for you guys? What's areas that you maybe can improve on in the run game the last couple of games?
Tighter hands in the run game, just exploding off the ball, trusting my technique. That's been, just for me personally, just been a big, huge emphasis across the duration of the season. Keep my hands tighter and keep my feet chopping, getting my hands into defenders quickly, and just displacing people and rolling my hips. So that's kind of just been my biggest emphasis. I do that, and then all across the line we do that. We'll get the result we want on Friday.